Hi, I'm Kate. Welcome to Kate's Paper Creations. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Washington State, and today I am featuring my weekly video called Simply Saturday, where I try to feature cards that are single layer and a little bit simpler to make so that you can have some quick time cards in case you need to have them. I sell the products that I feature in these videos, and I would love to have you shop with me. So this is the card, and I did the envelope, and I also did the inside of the card. So just so you can see, I like doing a little bit of something on the inside. I typically leave the insides of my cards blank, and then I also like to do the envelope so that it makes a great card. When you send it to somebody, they're already smiling before they ever get to the card because they love the color on the envelope. So let me get to this project. As I said, it's a Simply Saturday project, so it's going to be very simple, yet it might take a little bit of time. This is the base card. It's from Very Vanilla Thick. It is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, and we will burnish it. And we're going to turn it into a side fold card, so it will open this way. Okay? And we're going to be stamping directly on the card. No extra layers today. Now I am using a variety of colors, and you can choose your own, of course, but I am using a mixture of Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, Soft Suede, Crumb Cake, Pear Pizzazz, Crushed Curry, and Mary Merlot. Now Mary Merlot got moved to our neutrals section, I believe, and I was embarrassed to pull it out of my stamp pad rack and realize that it was dusty. I haven't pulled that color out in a very long time, but it's a very unique color. Something else I wanted to point out to you just while I have things laid out here is when you get your stamp sets, your stamp pads from Stampin' Up!, it comes with a variety of stickers on the back. One of them has the name that you put on the front, and then there are others in other languages, and then there's a blank one. And I always put that right here on this side of my case so that when I open it up and set it on the table with stamping things, see, it's right there. It shows up even if they can't see the front of the stamp set. It still shows up, and that makes it easy to see what color is what when it's sitting on the table at a workshop or whatever. So it's just a little tip. Okay, I am going to start stamping. I am using the Beautiful Autumn stamp set. It comes with a variety of different leaves and leaf stems, and they are typically two-step stamps. So there's a detail and a fill, and a detail and a fill, and a detail and a fill, and so on. For the acorn, there's two pieces, the cap and the crown. So there's two different pieces there. And so that's what we're going to utilize today. Now this detail parts look really pretty just by themselves, but it's also fun to fill them in. And you've seen me do this in some of my other videos. I'm going to set that up there. So now when you're doing this, there's not a right way or a wrong way, and I wanted some of these to layer over each other. So I wanted to do some masking. And so there are 3 punches that come with the Beautiful Autumn bundle, and they are the oak leaf, the maple leaf, and the acorn. And I punched out a couple of each of those out of some very thin paper. I used a Post-it note. And then I put some removable adhesive on the back of those shapes so that I can lay them over when I'm stamping and create some overlap. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it really makes a big difference when you add just a little bit of that, because it gives, even though there's not layers on the card, it gives it a layered look, and that's always fun. So let's start with Cajun Craze, and my ink pads are off screen because I have so many of them, and I'm only going to do just this top section, and you can stamp off the edge on some and so on because that makes it look even better. So I'll just start here with a Cajun Craze, and then I'm going to fit the fill in, and when I do, I'm stamping off. And the reason I do that And then I've got to turn it so I can see where it's stamping. There we go. Is because otherwise it's so dark that it obliterates the detail part. And so I stamp off in order to do that. I'm going to do a couple of them in that color. I got to get out something to clean my stamps because I'm going to be doing a bunch of different colors with different stamps. And I just use baby wipes. Clean that off. And stamp it off. And then stamp it in. And I don't worry about being perfectly aligned. It looks wonderful just the way it is. So that's just one color. Let's do some mixed colors, and let me tell you how I did that. So I would take the stamp and I just stamp it on a couple of different pads. So like I might stamp just a portion of it on the green and then turn it a little bit and a portion of it on the yellow, turn it a little bit and a portion on the orange, and then let's see what comes up. Let's have this one go this way. And then you can see that it's got some different colors. There's orange here, there's some yellow here, there's some green here. So it's kind of like a leaf that's changing color. And I don't think I'm going to fill that one because I like it like that. Okay, so that kind of gives you some idea. Then let's see, let's do some oak leaves. And let's start the oak leaf. Let's do an oak leaf with pumpkin. And then we'll just stamp that off, and let's do an oak leaf with Mary Merlot. That sounds like fun. Let's do that over here. And I'm going to do all of the oak leaves here, or a few of them. Okay, then I'll come back, and I started with pumpkin, and I'm just going to do tone on tone here. I'm going to turn on my light. That might help you see better too. There's that one, and then I'll just stamp it off really good. It'll be fine. And then the green one. You don't have to be super meticulous about your stamps. Just stamp the worst of the color off, and it's not going to mix. It's going to look just fine. And let's do one like that. And there's the Mary Merlot. So that's a couple, 3 of those, and you're just going to keep building. Now let's do some of the fir cones. We'll start with the detail, and I'm going to do those with soft suede. And I'm going to do them all the same color. Let's do you know, it's just a matter of choice. Okay, and then I am going to do some fill on just a couple of them. And again, I'm stamping off the same color and just stamping off. Ooh, that looks so pretty. And I'm just going to do a couple of them. There we go, to start with. And I'm going to leave these detailed only because I really like that. Matter of fact, I think I'll go back and do some of the oak leaf, and I'm going to do some color variation. I'm going to do green and yellow, and I think I'll do some orange and brown. Okay, then let's see, what else have I got? Oh, this little tiny leaf, and I just put it on there like that so I could turn it over and turn it around and still see. And this one I did mainly Mary Merlot. We'll just put a few of those in here. And then we'll do some fill. Eventually, see, I've got to pull it down where I can see. Eventually, we're going to start overlapping these, but you kind of got to build up the base first and start filling in some of the spaces. And then when you're ready to start overlapping, then you can bring in those little masks that you punched out, and it has removable adhesive on the back side, and I'm going to like cover that up. Now there wasn't a punch for the, oopsie, stay. There wasn't a punch for this, so if I either need to cut out a shape or avoid going over that one. So I'm going to switch colors for this little leaf, and I'm going to do a yellow one, and I'm going to do the detail only, and I'm going to press good and hard so that it does good around that. And let's do an acorn detail, and let's do it with crumb cake. And I'm going to put it right up here like this and have it press good and hard. Now I'm going to pull that mask up, and you can see how the acorn looks like it's behind the leaf. Isn't that cool? So, okay, then let's see. And no two cards are going to be the same because you're not going to be able to totally duplicate. And so that's just the way it is. You're going to make them different every time, which is kind of neat, really unique. Okay, let's do another crumb cake acorn over here. Like that. And maybe an oak leaf. Clean that off. And let's see, I don't have any yellow oak leaves, so let's get brave and change the color. And I'm gonna put it right here. And then I'll pick this leaf up. I need my pokey tool. It's stuck so well here. And there's that. Now I've got a little bit of a spot where I kind of got some ink where I didn't want it, so we're going to fix that real quick. Let's put that oak leaf back on here. And let's do a green. Hey, that looks cute. Okay, we need some more overlap. Let's see. Let's put a mask on this oak leaf here. And this is the most time-consuming part of this card, is just getting these things in place where you want them. Oh, let's see, another acorn maybe? Yeah, let's do another acorn. And I like that acorn just the way it is. Let's put that right here. Not filling it in. I like not filling it in. There we go. Now let's see. So I appreciate your patience with me as I kind of decide where to put everything. And I think we need an acorn there. Right in here like that. And I'm pressing pretty hard so that you get a good edge where it overlaps the paper. Let's see, let's do some solid. I'm going to do some of these small leaves in the solid color, and just kind of do some fill in. And like I say, it's a matter of taste, how much or how little you do. That's totally a choice. I'm going to stop there. You've got the basic idea. You can always add more than I did on this particular card. Then I wanted a simple sentiment, and I used the Field of Flowers stamp set. It has this lovely word always. It's just so pretty, and I wanted it to have kind of a different color, you know, to gradiate like a ombre effect. So I stamped it on a couple of different colors. And we'll wipe the excess off of my block, and we will stamp that on here. Isn't that lovely? And then also from the Field of Flowers, it says thinking of you. And again, I'm going to just stamp it on 3 different stamp sets, just moving it around, and that gives it that ombre effect. So there's the front of the card, all done, ready to enjoy. Isn't that pretty? Then I did go up the inside with just some detailed outlines stamps, and I did those with multicolors, and just like that. And let's get that maple leaf, and let's do a couple of maple leaves in here. And then let's do some of the detailed small leaf, just to fill in a little bit. There. And that was the inside of the card. And then I did the envelope flap, and you can just see that here. So there is my Simply Saturday card. I hope you enjoyed stopping by. If you are not already someone else's customer, I would love to have you shop with me and support my habit so I can keep sharing with you. Thanks for coming by.